Assalamu alaikum and hello to everyone. I've just been watching this video about beware of Imam Imran Hosein, and apparently he's been called a liar and he's making things up. I don't want to say anything bad about anyone because subhanallah, because they're all Muslims, alhamdulillah, and no, I don't want to say anything bad about anyone. It's not about anyone, it's about the brother Imam Hosein. What he's been saying is actually true. If you read the Quran, you would know in a language that you can understand, you would learn. And also if you read the Hadith, and also if you do research, and especially if you live in a country like the UK, you will see what's going on. So when you watch and learn and read and you gain knowledge, you start understanding what's going on, and it all makes sense, and you see, oh subhanallah, you know, only if I knew this before I wouldn't have done this, if I knew that before I wouldn't have done that. It's very, the Dajjal system is actually here. Subhanallah, I do not know if the Dajjal is here or he's not here, but his system is actually running, it's up and running. And the money, the thing, the money, the chip thing, the money, the credit card, it's like having bank cards. It's a test to see how bank cards like work, because that's how they want to do with the money, the paper money, the coins will be finished, and we will have we'll be using a chip or some sort of a card or something, and that is like a test. Now the chip that, or whatever they want to use, they've been testing it out on dogs and cats. So they've been you know, they've been like putting like these chips into dogs. So if your dog or your cat gets lost, you can find it, and the dogs and cats got a name and address and everything, and they tested that out on dogs and cats. Then now it's a chip that they're testing out on women. So they put this chip in the woman's arm so she doesn't fall pregnant. That's a test to see how these things work out, but they're doing it in a sly way. They do things and they test things on us. They test things on animals. They test things out to see how it's going to work. They plan it hundreds of years ago, and then they start testing it like 100 years later, and then another 100 years later they'll start testing it on humans, and another 100 years later they'll bring in this. That's how they do things. That's how it slowly they work. And subhanallah, it's true, because I've been watching, looking and learning. It is what the brother, the Imam Imran Hosein is saying, is a lot of it is actually true. Because if you haven't been looking into it, and you haven't been doing your research, and you haven't been spending time talking to people, you haven't been doing, because you meet people and you tell them something, no, that could never be true, that could never happen, but like, why not? Why can't these things happen? Why can't this happen to us? Why can't our government do this to us? Why can't the people do this? Why? Oh, but subhanallah, if you're a Muslim, you should have an open mind. You shouldn't be like, oh no, that could never happen. But subhanallah, you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but you don't see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do you? How do you believe in Him? It's through research, isn't it? It's like you research and you read about the Quran, and when the Quran is in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you this is what you should do and this is what you should do, and then you would find me kind of like, you would understand that I exist. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't actually say, oh, I exist and just believe in me. No. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, like, look at the signs, look at the stars, look at the moon, look at the creation, think about life, think about the, you know, when you're like in your spare time, when you're not doing nothing, when you're just chilling out on the sofa, just kind of like think about the creation and think about the heaven and the earth, and Think about what's going on around you. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying all these things. It's not like, yes, you should believe in me straight away. No. Alhamdulillah, if you do believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without any proof and evidence, subhanAllah, you're a very blessed person. But a lot of people, especially nowadays, I want proof. I want proof that God exists. I want to see a face in the clouds. Or I want to see this happen, and I want to see that happen for me to believe. But I'm like, subhanAllah, if you look at the sky, it's blue. Look at the clouds. Look at the clouds floating around in the sky. Look at the earth. Look at the humans where we come from. Oh, that's not enough for them. SubhanAllah. So this, making videos about other Muslim sisters and brothers without evidence, proof, solid proof, and when the sister or brother is speaking the truth, you're kind of like dissing them, swearing at them, cursing at them. Where does it say in Islam to do that? The Dajjal system is very like bringing it in slowly. They're doing things in a very slow way. They're doing things, the television. No one didn't say anything to me. And I thought to myself, well, how is this television thing running? How does it work if you think about it? And I was thinking and I thought, yeah, do you know what? SubhanAllah, they've got jinns to do like the television, how all the pictures and everything that works. It's all to do with jinns. They're getting jinns to do things for them. And SubhanAllah, one day I was talking to a sister and she said, oh, this, I'm pretty sure, she goes to me, that this television thing, like how televisions are run and programmed and how they work, how the system runs, is to do with jinns. And I said, do you know what, sister? I said, wallahi, that's what I was thinking, because it doesn't make sense. And she was like, yeah, that's what, she goes, yeah, that's what I think, because that's how, there's no other way. How does it work? How does it work? And another brother, he made a video response to the beware of Imran Hosein. This other brother was saying that something like, just chill out, relax, these things are not happening. At this precise moment, if you mix with Muslims, if you mix with non-Muslims, and you read the Quran and you read the Hadith, yeah, and you go out and then you watch and do research, and then you watch videos like Arrival, and then you watch videos on the Illuminati, and then you watch whatever they're called, the secret society, and then you watch what people are doing, then you look at what's going on, you would see at this precise moment, subhanallah, the dunya, the people, everybody is messed up. It's all messed up. I could go on and on about it, but subhanallah, the dunya is messed up, and the Muslims, subhanallah, seem to think that I'm Muslim and I'm going to go to Jannah and that's it. But the corruption is really high. You do not know what's going on. It's very deep. You see naked pictures of men. You see naked pictures of women. You see porn everywhere. It's all made to look normal to us. And then the other thing was that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that when the Dajjal comes, he will say the Jannah is, behind the Jannah will actually be hellfire, and behind the hellfire will be Jannah. But that's happening right now. When you tell people about Islam and you tell them about religion, even to Muslims and non-Muslims, it's like, no, that's evil, that's evil. But actually, behind Islam is the Jannah. So people running to go clubbing, Muslims and non-Muslims, people running to drink and smoke, people running to take drugs, it's fun. people running to have boyfriends and girlfriends, and when you tell them, you know, when you tell someone this is haram, this is wrong, they're like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. No, you're like 200 million trillion billion years behind time. You followed that prophet, peace be upon him, that's like who married a 9-year-old little girl. Oh, hang on a second, I think she was 5. Oh no, make it 3. Actually, I'm not quite sure. So, astaghfirullah. People saying things without knowledge. People saying that I am Muslim but not following Islam. Muslims, people who have lower iman, keeping away from the ones that have got higher iman because they believe that they're terrorists. Subhanallah, the dunya is in the mess. Like I said, behind the Jannah is the hellfire, and behind the hellfire is the Jannah, and that time, subhanallah, is very like close, like the hour is very like close. I would say if we literally, and the brother that was the brother Imran, the Imam Imran Hosein was saying that in the next 30 years, you know, subhanallah, when you have knowledge and when you read, you roughly have an idea of when something's going to happen. We're living in a very dangerous time, sisters and brothers. It's time to stop being jealous, stop being selfish and greedy, and looking down at other people. When someone's telling you something, okay, if you don't want to believe it, you don't have to believe it, but you have to go and do your own research. Stop calling someone a liar. Someone who's speaking the truth, people are saying, no, you're lying. Someone who's lying, people are saying that person's speaking the truth. If I told you what sisters and brothers do, probably people would say that I was lying, because the Muslim Ummah is perfect. We don't make mistakes. We're getting raped, tortured, and all sorts of things are happening to us, subhanallah, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but we're still arrogant. And we're still being like arrogant and ignorant, and we're not going out there to seek knowledge. We're not doing, most of us are not actually doing what we're supposed to be doing, but we've got time to make videos and call people liars and cheaters, and just because that person follows this sect or follows that sect. It's up to you to open your heart, open your mind, and go out and seek knowledge, and stop like sitting behind the computer and calling people liars and cheats. And when someone doesn't agree with you, you start getting upset and start coming up with this and that and start getting rude. That's not right, and that's not Islam. It's up to you to go and find out and get the right knowledge, inshallah. That's all I wanted to say. And I totally like the Imam Imran is a human being. He can make mistakes, but a lot of what he said is actually true, from seeking knowledge from Quran, Hadith, and from other sources, and living in the UK, from seeing how things are run and are running right now. So yes, we're living in a time where we highly need to forget about what other people are doing, and we should be focusing on Jannah and Jahannam. Where do we want to go? No time for sleeping, waking up, wakey, doing good deeds, because we could die at any time. Okay, Assalamu alaikum, and make dua for the Ummah, please. Assalamu alaikum and bye.